Hello everyone, I'm Sil, and this is Slow Easy English pronunciation lesson. So I'm going to be speaking in slow and easy English. What I would like to talk about in this video is the disappearing and. What does this mean? Well, it means that when native speakers speak naturally, there are two ways to speak English, or to speak probably any language, really. But one is to very, very clearly and carefully enunciate all your words. But that's not a natural way of speaking. We might use that in certain situations. For example, maybe a news broadcast. If you watch the news in English, they're speaking very quickly and they're speaking with high-level vocabulary, but they often enunciate better than if they were speaking with their friends and family. And the reason for that is obvious. They want to be clearly understood with no mistakes. So they will enunciate a little bit more clearly. If I enunciate a lot and very, very clearly, I might read these words as this and that, here and there. If I reduce the enunciation a little bit, I might say this and that, here and there, black and white. But I'm still enunciating a little too much. It wouldn't sound natural when I'm speaking to my friends or to someone in my family or just anybody really. If the situation is just a normal situation or a little casual even, I wouldn't pronounce that way. And so when we are speaking normally, the and will often disappear. Now, it doesn't disappear completely, but it doesn't sound like and anymore at all. It sounds like it sounds like this, and sometimes just So sometimes it's very hard to hear because it's so short and it's so fast. And it's also usually pronounced weakly. So it's not strongly pronounced. It's very weak. So it's weak, it's short, it's fast. It's weak. Well, so short and fast, they're kind of the same here. But so anyway, it's weak and it's fast. So it can be very hard to hear it. So let me give you some examples of how I would read these words naturally, or how I would say them when I'm speaking to someone using natural pronunciation. This and that, here and there, black and white, fish and chips, cut and paste, surf and turf. And this sentence, maybe if I have to, I have no more time left, I might say, it's getting late. I have to take a shower and get ready. Now, in these examples, were you able to hear the or the Could you hear it? A lot of people have trouble hearing it. So this is something that you should try to watch out for. Next time you're listening to a native speaker, or if you're watching a Hollywood movie or listening to the radio, try to catch that very short or and that means and usually. So one more time. This and that. Could you hear that? This and that. Here and there. Here and there. It's short and it's weak and it's fast, yes, but it is there. I can hear it easily. A native English speaker would always be able to hear it. So if you can't hear it, if you have trouble hearing it, keep practicing and pay attention, try to focus on hearing that and train your ears to pick it up. I'll continue here. I'll continue and read them off for you a second time so that you can try to pick it out. Black and white, black and white. Fish and chips, fish and chips. Cut and paste, cut and paste. Surf and turf, surf and turf. I have to take a shower and get ready. I have to take a shower and get ready. Now, one more thing I'd like to say before, well, two more things I'd like to say before I go. The first is that here, I wrote this down, fish, single quotes with N, and then chips. Sometimes if you are in a native English country, you might see restaurants with their signs that say this, fish and chips. Not fish and chips, it's fish and chips. In this case, I think probably you could guess that the N in single quotes means and. But they are writing it to give, to create the atmosphere of the natural pronunciation, which would be fish and chips, not fish and chips. Okay, so it's just written like that as basically a stylization of their sign and the name of the restaurant. So if you see this, this means and. Okay. There may be times when it doesn't, but I can't think of an exception right now. So it means and. The other thing I'd like to say before you go is try to focus on your listening skills for this. Don't worry about being able to say it this way yourself. Right now, if you have trouble hearing it, then that's what you should focus on first. And then later, once you have a lot of experience, a lot of input, and you hear this over and over and over again, and it becomes easy for you to hear, then you can try to practice it by yourself. One of the things to be careful of is with pronunciation, it cannot be taught really over video. I can give you tips on how to improve your listening by telling you what to listen for, but for your own pronunciation, be careful, because if you, for example, if you tried to say this and that, and if you actually said it a different way, but your ears are not used to the sound, then you don't know if you're saying it correctly or not. So you need a native speaker to listen to you and to actually say, yes, that sounds like a native speaker. No, you said something different there. Because often students will say something, and because these sounds are new, they don't realize that they actually made a mistake and it sounds like something different. So please be careful whenever you want to improve your pronunciation. Don't try to do it just using video or audio or anything like that. You need a teacher. You need somebody, well, at the very least, you need a native speaker to listen to you and to tell you if it's correct or not. A good teacher, someone who understands pronunciation, may be able to, or will be able to, actually show you what you need to do and how you have to change to make the right sound. So if you're concerned about pronunciation, get a teacher, or at the very least, find a native speaker, a friend of yours maybe, that will listen to you and at least give you feedback on if you're sounding native or not. Okay. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you very much. I hope this has helped you, and I hope it helps you understand whenever a native speaker says the word and, but pronounces it this way. I hope it helps you understand it better. If it does, and if you like this video, please click the like button and tell your friends and your family or whoever that is studying English, tell them about my videos and tell them to watch them. Maybe they can find some valuable tips and information too. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.